Hi, Redaktiv here, and welcome to episode 6 of Almost 8. We are starting with Elemental Craft today, and this will be a mod that will take some time to complete and to record, so I would do it in steps. I have done the first basic setup of the mod. This is what I want with all the 4 sources. This is my fire setup. I'm using the evaporator here because I can't find a fire source. So I'm using fire charge to get my fire element. So the evaporator is sitting on a small container. I've got an element pipe piping the element into a second small container with the element infuser on top. That's the basic setup. I have placed waystones at the other sources. So here is my water source. It's the same setup. I did this one first because then I can infuse some iron, getting drenched iron. And from that I can create the element pipes. We need drenched iron and a contained crystal for that one. This one is faster than the impaired element pipe that you get from using regular iron. I've done an earth node source and an air source. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to infuse half a stack of iron at my water source and half a stack of stone, so I get the white stone over at my earth source, and then I will get back to you. See ya. So now I have done 32 white rock and 32 drenched iron, and I will see what the next step is. We are going to use our Elementopedia, and I've got an element container. An element container is a bigger container than a small container, and I'm going to need 1 for each. We'll need 4 of these. For that I will need some burnt glass over at my fire node. We can also do some pipe covering and spells and other stuff, but that's not interesting just now. So over to the fire node to make some burnt glass. And that was the burnt glass. Nope, I need 1 more. So making the 4 burnt glass that I needed. No, I didn't get enough for the last one, so I have to put in a shard. Okay, good. Now I got the burnt glass and the other stuff, so I can make my 4 element containers. Good. And I'm going to replace this one below the infuser. So I put a new element container there, and I'm going to replace this one with the one that had some fire in it. That was empty, and it's got some red there, so I got some fire already. And I will use the element evaporator, place it over there. I got an empty hand. I can click the pipe so it will pull the element out of the container and into this one. very little red in there. So I take some charge, place it in there. The charge will fill the container with some stuff. I guess that this one should be transparent like those. And that is a bug. I think. I will check if it's been reported. So now I'm going to go to the other sources and change the container, this one. So I replace that one with the element container and replace the element infuser. And then I take one of these and replace the other small container. That's full. And I will use my empty hand to empty this one. It will go fairly quick. Hope there is some blue at the bottom there. And when it's empty, I remove those stuff. Like that, the the air one is done. I forgot to place the infuser back on this one, so we got 4 small containers back that we didn't use. Now we got some more stuff in our book. We can do an element diffuser. This one will fill element holders of nearby players. That is for using the spell part. Then you need to carry source with you. I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to get into spells. We can do a fire furnace using a container and a fire furnace and some fire source. We can burn stuff like a furnace. I'm not going to do that because I don't have a fire node. We can make a water mill wood saw that you can cut down items, mainly wood, to more refined variants. For any other instrument, the water mill wood saw needs to be on top of a container, so a small container won't work, and it consumes the water node. I'm not going to do that either. We can make an air mill grindstone that will grind stone to gravel. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to make an element binder. In fact, I'm going to make 4 of them. 1 for each source. Or I'm not sure. Maybe it's enough with only 1 to begin with. What we can do with the element grinder, what we can do with the element binder is we can create stuff. We can create these teleportation cores. I'm not going to do that. We can make some lenses and some shrines. That's a later part of the game. We can make the big element reservoir that can contain a lot more element than the element container. We're going to make those later. We can make pedestals for each source. This is the earth one. We're going to do that because we need them to make a pure crystal. This one. But what I'm going to start to make is the swift alloy ingot, and that's using air. So I'm going to make one of these and use it on the air to create some swift alloy ingots. My goal is to create the displacement plates. And the displacement plates let me move sources. And I see that this is going to be a struggle because I need a pure crystal. And a pure crystal is a lot of source. Okay, well, and I need all the pedestals, so I will make 4 of them. Okay, it's a little bit longer than I thought, but we're going to do the element binder, 4 of them. Anyway, so back to element craft. See ya. Hello, I'm back. We have run into a problem. Yay. We need to make the element binder. I have done 4 of those. We need it to make the swift alloy ingot. And we need them to make the gems. To make the gems, we need a gem crystallizer. The problem is this one, the strongly contained crystal that we need for the gem crystallizer. It needs, okay, we can't see the recipe for it in the book yet, so we go this way. It contains spring-aligned shards, and that's amethyst. And I haven't found any amethysts yet. So before we can advance further into elemental craft, I will need to find an amethyst node. So let's go digging. Amethysts. I found a geode. You can use the map to find the geodes if you want to, not carrying around looking for it. Like this. This is where I am right now, and I'm at the ground level. I can choose which cave level to watch by changing this level. So what I did was I then went down. This is the spawner we made earlier, and these are the caves I have dug out for iron. When I dug out this one, I found a cave at the end of it, with some moss and glowberries and stuff. If we go down one more, you can see here is an amethyst geode. We have one over here too, and another one here. That may be an amethyst geode. I'm not sure. This one can be an amethyst geode too. This one is one for sure, and this one is one. We got a couple over here. I looked around, and this one was the closest to my cave system. So I went down this cave down here, and I found the geode, and that saved me some time. I don't want to keep on searching for a geode for 100 days. So we got some amethysts, and I got the road ahead. Well, I want to create a fire source displacement plate, and then go search for a fire source. and bring it back. I need a waystone for that too. I don't have any left. And so I can make a waystone at the desert where I will find the fire source. So I can go back there and search for more fire nodes. I would like to have at least one. Before I can pick it up, I need to analyze the source with an analysis class. So getting an analysis class and a fire source displacement plate. That's my goal with the mod. Right, now there is an element source breeder that you can make more sources, but that one isn't working as for now. It creates sources with less source than you have to put in to making them. So that's not a way to go, unfortunately. Well, we have to do this one. So we have to do some air silk. That's infusing silk on air. And we have to do an hardened handle. That's some element binding stuff. We have to do burnt glass with the spring-aligned charge. We need 4 spring-aligned charge for this one, and we need more spring-aligned charge for making the strongly contained crystals, and we need 1 for the pure infuser, and we need another one for something, I can't remember what. So I need a total of 12 spring-aligned charge. If I don't need any for the piston. No, I don't. Pedestals, don't need any. What was the second thing I needed that for? Well, for the gem crystallizer. So I need 2 of these, 8, and then I need 4 of them for this one, so 12. Okay, so that's my first thing I will do. When I've collected everything and when I'm at the node, I will show you how to do an binder thing. So see ya. So I'm here at the water source. I'm going to remove the infuser and I'm going to place one of the element binder on top of this one. This is the element binder. To make the spring-aligned charge, we need to add the items in this order. So first the amethyst shard, then the nether quartz, and then the water crystals. And I forgot about the water crystals. Well, to remove the binder and replace the infuser. I'm gonna make one of them to show you. Then I'm going to make the rest of the spring-aligned charge. Like that. So what I usually do is that I clear out my inventory and I place the stuff in the correct order, going from left to right. So amethyst charge, nether quartz, water crystals. If you add it in the wrong order, nothing will happen, and you have to remove the stuff and try again. Now we got the spring-loaded charge. And all the binding stuff works in the same way. Make sure you add them in the correct order, going clockwise. Then everything will be okay. And the containers here are full. The fire one isn't. The fire one will be a problem. I think I will have to AFK at the spawner for a while to get enough charge to be able to make first a pedestal, and then after that the gems I need and the pure crystal. I'm thinking of creating, there is a thing to get swords, and that is to create it out of nothing. Did I bring the book? No. I think it's maybe the solar element synthesizer. And add that to the fire path to get some more passive source. I think I will do that. But now let's make some springling charge. I'm making a couple of springling charge so I can make the solar what's it called? Solar synthesizer exahoplet super diver. Solar element synthesizer. I need a couple of elements. Couple of springling charge for that one. So this is the order. We need to remove the infuser. Like that. I've added the chest at each of the sources. So I can change between what I'm putting on top of the container. Like that. I've got my 14. I also made a swift alloy ingot. So I would open up the solar element synthesizer page here. I need a lens too, and I don't know how to make the lens. This is the fire lens. Okay, and that's a springling charge. Okay, I need one springling glass pane. I'm getting one of those extra. Oh bugger, I need a lot of springling charge. Okay, if we're going to make a fire lens, and fire lens won't, these will break. I can put unbreaking on them to make them last longer, but they will break. So I need 6 of these, and for each that's 12 springling charge more. Ooh. 12, then I need that one, so I need 13 springling charge more. Okay, back to creating springling charge. 13 more. There we go. I accidentally added 2 charge to the binder, so I have to reset the recipe. If I right click with an empty hand, I will pull out everything that I added, and I can restart with the correct order and make a new springling charge. So I have counted. I need 14 of the Swift alloy ingot. I'm going to do some of the quests because I can get some stuff from them. Here I get burnt glass and white rock, for instance. That's only XP. We get more drenched ingots, that's nice. We get some more element pipes. And from the switched alloy I made, I get 4 more. So we have 5. We only need we need 9 more. So 9 more Swift alloy ingots. That means 9 gold, 9 drenched, 9 copper, 9 redstone, and 9 crystals. 9 of those. 9 of those. 9 of those. Needed a redstone. 9, and we needed drenched iron. I got 9 of them. So up to the air node source. So let's make a Swift alloy ingot. The correct order, you can look it up here, and the correct order is gold, drenched, copper, redstone, crystal. So it's gold, drenched, copper, redstone, crystal. Gold, drenched, copper, redstone, crystal. And so on. Now we have over 14 switch alloy ingots. So back to Santa Maria, and let's take a look at what we need now. I have placed everything we need here. Making this one, we need that we can make now. We need the air silk. So we need 2 air silk. 3. So 3 air silk. 4 air silk. Still 4. And these are not, no air silks. So 4 air silks. I think we got everything for this one. We got the hardened handle, got the Swift alloy, there's air silk, and the springaling glass we don't have. So we need some springaling glass. We need some burnt glass. Okay. So we need 1 of the burnt glass thing. Then we got the source analyzer. Nice. Then we can remove that one. The second one is the solar synthesizer, and we need a diamond and 2 coppers. The solar prism. Let's see. We need 2 drenched, 2 rocks, and a crystal. 2 drenched, 2 rocks, I'm still using my first 32 that I made of those. I got some more when I finished the quests. Okay, let's see. Can we make it now? Yeah, we got a solar element synthesizer. Great. And we can remove that one. Thought we got a quest done, but I couldn't see anything in the quest book. See again. Is it part of some quest? Nope, here it is. It's just no reward for it, so that's why. But we did this quest. Then we have to do the gem crystallizer, and we have to do 2 strongly contained crystals. We need to get the charge from one of these. And we need to contain crystals, 2 of them. Running out of crystals. I hope I will have enough. Two of them. And then we have to get more rock, 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. And we can make the gem crystallizer. Yay! Gem crystallizer is also a non-reward one. We can remove that one, and we need a fire lens to create some fire. Source. We need more than that. So I can do that after I have stayed at the place farm for a while. We have the pure infuser. I can do that if I create some stuff. And these I will have to create because we have to create a gem first. I think I will take a break now, and I will get back to you when I'm ready to play again. And at that time I will have done some AFKing, so I can add a lot of charge to the fire thing. See ya! So I made a lens and I tried it, and the container is now full of earth life. So I have used my fire lens, and the container is now full of fire source. I did some AFKing and I got a few stacks of fire charge. They helped. The lens didn't fill that much before it break. It's important to infuse it first, so you get some sorts of unbreaking. If you have unbreaking put on it, it's better. I didn't, but I used the unbreaking I could. The mod pack is now updated, but it didn't fix the texture glitch. I will see if I can fix it myself in between episodes. I have made a pure infuser and placed it down here, and I have removed a mask that was here at the front of the ship. Placing down a pure infuser, it shows where the altars are going, or pedestals. I can't remember what they're called. Let's take a little check. Elemental craft. Here we have them, pedestals. So we are going to place the 4 pedestals here and pump source into them. But that's a little bit later, because to make the pedestals we need to make our first gem using the gem crystallizer. This one works like you place a diamond in here and you place a inert crystal on top. You can add shards. The shards give you a high chance to get a higher tier crystal, and there are 3 tiers: the crude, the fine, and the pristine. We want a fine or a pristine. If I get the pristine, I will keep it, because you need a pristine gems for the displacement plate. They're quite hard to get. I have added the maximum amount of powerful shards, and I only got a fine gem, so pristine is hard to get. We need to make a fire shard out of that one, so I think we will use the small container over here first. If you don't get the gem that you want, you can use the gem instead of the diamond. So to get or not, we needed more than the fire in it to make it. That was too bad. Then we have to move this one and put the infuser on here. You can use the gem that you created to make a new gem. So if we will get a crude one, we will use that one. So you only need 1 diamond for each. So I'm not sure which order you have to place these. I place them like that. Let's see if it works. If the source is enough. There, it took almost none of the source. And we got a crude one. And that's not what we wanted. We wanted a pet tier. So we have to remove this one again and make another. Another fire gem. Fire crystal. And then we add this one again. And now I'm not going to use a diamond. I can use my crude one and the fire gem. And try again. It's like lottery, but you never win. Got a crude one again. Okay. This time I will add some shards around it and try to increase my chance. So gem, then And then we can add 10 charge. And we got a crude one again. Yep, I'm not a good lottery player. I always lose. You know, game, that I don't have that much fire source, that I was trying to save up on it. This isn't nice, and I'm not liking the apophysis bosses. They're scaring me with that sound each time. Let's try it again. Can I add these to begin with? No. Come on. I don't have time for this. Thank you. Ah, we got a pristine one. Thank you very, very, very much for that one. I'm going to keep that one for the source displacement plate. And I'm going to use a diamond to try and get a second one. First nothing and then some luck. And it don't use that much source. What is going to use a lot of source is making the pedestal. Can I add that one to begin with? Yes. I think I will use some charge this time too, because I can. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We got the second prestige one. Okay. Now the game is realized what to do. Not making me embarrassed. Okay, good. So we got the red crystal. For the pedestal, we need a lot of source. I have constructed all the things we need for it, but I'm going to let it be now to recharge a little bit with that source, and we are going to make the other gems. We need another diamond like that, and I don't have any more of the crystals, so we can make 2 of each and 1 to spare. We have 1 there too, we can take that too. So we have 2 spare ones if we need to. So I will get back to you. Flipper time, he couldn't see anything because he slept with his flippers on. Flipper time. So, the fire pedestal is the one that's fire red. The earth is stone. The water is moldy, and the air one is missing the bottom part. But now we have all the 4 pedestals, and we can do the pure infuser and making a pure crystal. To make a pure crystal, we need a diamond, and we need 1 of each crystals on top of the 4 pedestals. So I need an earth crystal up top of the earth pedestal, and so on. And I need to pump source into the pedestal. I'm not sure if it's using maybe around a container, or maybe 3/4 of a container of source. So I'm going to pick up the containers at all of the places and bring them here. I need to charge this one, so I need to add more charge to that one. And I need to go and mine a little bit because I need more crystals. So in the meantime, see ya! We have to wait for that one. I have loaded it with my last shards. I made big shards out of them. It's just 9 small in a crafting grid. But I will add this one. And now it's important to add the one correct one. So this is the earth pedestal. So I need to add the earth container. I can add it like that because I can pull from the bottom, I think. Empty hand, like that. And over here we have the fire one. That's not ready. We have the water one. We can place that one here and place that. Hey! Ah! Here the texture is working. It's when connecting the pipes to the side of the container, then the textures get removed. This is the way it should look always. Okay, right? That shows us something, and here we got the air one. I can add the air one over here so it will get a nice texture like that. So we got water, air, and earth working, and we have to wait a little bit on the fire one. See ya! So I will try to make a pure crystal here. So I got the 4. I'm missing the diamond that's going to go in the middle. So we need to go fetch that one first. It's over here. Take a diamond, going up the bubble column. Yeah, what do we do? Up here and up again. Place the diamond in the middle. Place an earth on the earth pedestal. Fire one on the fire pedestal. The water on the moldy one. And air on the air one. And we see that the source is flowing from the sides into the middle. And taking some time. Level is decreasing. Right. Found a sheep when I was out hunting. Yay! We had enough. So this is our first pure crystal. Yay! Oh, well, we had enough with fire. Good. I made another evaporizer so I could smelt 2 at a time. Great. And now we are going to take a look down here. We are going to make the fire source displacement plate. For that we need 3 rocks and our pristine fire crystal. And we only got 2 rocks, so we need another rock. Typical, but we got some earth essence up there, so it shouldn't be too hard to infuse another rock. And over here is the earth, so we steal the infuse from there, placing it above here. Place the rock. Like that. 3 of them, 1 of them, that one, and like that. And we got a fire source displacement plate at last. Next episode will be the great exploration. We are going to go and search for a fire node to bring back. What we need to take with us is some way to teleport back home. I will hunt for endermans first. So I need ender pearls. And we need to bring the source analyze glass and a few springaline shards. Because we need to analyze the source before we can move it. But that will be the next episode. Thank you for watching. Have a great time and take care.